What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Carrie Michelle. We are back for another episode of Let's Get Carried Away podcast. You guys already know how this goes. I bring some of your favorites up here and we talk a little bit of business, industry. Sometimes getting a business might get a little messy, but it's always a good time. So I got my bro in the building, VA Booking here. How you doing, mate?
What's up? What's going on?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm here, so I'm good.
So, for those of you guys that don't know, VA is the man to know. He is the number one booking agent in it. Well, I don't want to limit you to Georgia because you do.
In the world.
In the world.
In the world. That's
in the
how I
motherfucking
feel.
world, Craig.
Definitely.
So, before we get into the touring, the booking, everything that you got going on now, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So, where are you from? Virginia, clearly.
Virginia, that's where the VA comes from.
What part?
Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah.
So, you was on the upside.
Yes.
Yeah,
Across the water is what we call it.
On the other side.
Yeah.
You know, they used to hate for us to go over there. So for those of y'all that don't know, I went to Hampton, and they would hate for us to go to Norfolk, but we liked going over there.
Yeah, definitely.
We was partying over there in Norfolk. They wouldn't talk about nothing in Hampton. But we'll get into that later.
Oh, yeah.
So have you always been like somewhat into music, entertainment in general, or where did that come from?
Nah, it came when I moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
I tried to do a few parties when I was in Virginia, and while I was in the street, but it didn't work,
Yeah.
until I came here.
Yeah. I think it's the party scene in Virginia is way different.
Way different.
Way different. I was throwing parties for New Face Entertainment, which was at Hampton University. And I actually ended up venturing outside of Hampton. I was like the rebellious Hampton student that went and knew all the locals and went to all the local shit. I didn't really do the college shit. So that's how I know a little bit about Norfolk too. So in regards to Atlanta, the transition from Virginia to Atlanta, what prompted that?
What made me come to Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
I told this story several times. I was kind of on the run from...
You was running from the people?
Yeah, I was on the run, kind of facing an indictment. And I actually had took a robbery also that brought me out here. I was just tired of being in the streets. And between the robbery and me hearing that I might be facing an indictment, I kind of packed my stuff in the middle of the night and snuck out here.
Got the hell on.
Got the hell on, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
That's kind of in the nutshell how I ended up here.
Do you feel like that area, the 757 or the 7 cities in general in Virginia, is like a place where you can really like get stuck in that life if you don't leave?
Oh yeah, I mean Virginia, you know they say you're either in the military or you're selling dope.
That's
it. Or you're working at the shipyard. It's only 3 jobs in Virginia. You're in the shipyard, you're in the military, or you're selling dope. And I kind of took the street route, so those are the only 3 jobs we got in Virginia.
Absolutely. Like even when I was out there, I think I stayed maybe like an extra year or 2 after college, and I was like, I gotta get up out of here. Like I know folks that went to Hampton and stayed there, and they just seem like they just stuck there. Like it's like a black hole. They can't get out there.
Yeah, definitely.
So how did you even get into throwing parties or booking artists or anything like that once you got here to Atlanta?
I met a guy named Sanchez. He was the leader of the street team for T.I.'s record label. It was Grand Hustle then. And me not knowing about marketing and promotion, I met him and he seen me out handing out flyers. And he was like, hey man, let's do a Grand Hustle night where you give me 50% of the door and we can put Grand Hustle on the flyer. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I went and put T.I., Young L.A., Young Dro,
everybody
on the flyer. I put Grand Hustle on the flyer. After 2 weeks, I started getting a little motion going, and I got a call from Clay Evans, R.I.P. my guy.
Yeah,
He's my mentor. He's the one that actually brought me in this. And he called me screaming and yelling, hey, ain't no guy from Virginia gonna use our brand, our company name. It took us 10 years to build this brand. And he told me to meet him. He was like, you need to come and meet me now. I'm talking about very aggressive. So I'll never forget, I went and met him in the parking lot of Club Crucial back when Grand Hustle was doing the Hustle and Flow showcases. Legendary showcase. Some of the biggest artists from Drake to 2 Chainz I've seen come through that showcase. You had to go through that showcase as an artist back then. Went and met him in the parking lot. He chewed me out, but I always had a little, style and jewelry, and you know, was a little fly. So he liked my style.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I heard you was a hard worker. You can start working for me."
Mm-hmm.
And then from then on, the next day, I was in the studio putting together posters, CDs. I did that for a while. Then he moved me from the studio. I mean, from the office to the studio. Then I started driving the artists on the road, and it just kind of transpired in what it is now.
Yeah, so like one thing that you thought that you fucked up on, it actually opened the door.
I stumbled into this. I tell people like the music chose me because I didn't try and do what I'm doing now. I just tried to do a party to flip my money because I was going broke. You feel me? And met Clay and started doing what I'm doing now. So I tell people with this, you can chase it as long as you want, but if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. It gotta choose you. You
Absolutely.
feel me? Definitely.
Do you feel like a lot of artists are missing the hustle nowadays?
Yeah. Social media got everybody lazy. They think that they can just post a video and sit at home. Or I'm in the studio. I hear so many artists say, I'm in the studio, but you're not doing anything else to promote yourself. So, I mean, social media, you got to go back to the grind before social media, getting out there, meet and greets, shaking DJs' hands. And, you know, a lot of one-on-one, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Versus just sitting behind your phone and posting a pic every now and then. You feel me?
Because I know a lot of people like that I have met recently, like at New Music Mondays when they have the special guests come through for Coalition. And it's like putting a face with the song. It's like, dang, I ain't never seen you before. Yeah. Like in real life, I hear the song, but I don't see you getting out doing the meet and greets. And going to meet the DJs and stuff like that. So it was mind blowing to me like that. I ain't never seen this nigga face a day in my life because they don't be outside no more.
They don't, and that's very important.
Do you think that they're gonna have to start doing that again? I think they do.
I think they do too. I mean now, you know, I mean it's just seeing how the music is going. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely gonna have to get back on that grind and get out there. I tell artists that all the time. Yeah. You know, you gotta get out there and you gotta invest in yourself. A lot of artists don't want to do that. They think that you're supposed to give them something, this and this and that, because they hot in their neighborhood or everybody around the way known. You know what I'm saying?
They hood famous, man.
You gotta get out there. You gotta be willing to invest your stuff in yourself. That's what makes an artist stick out to me is when they're willing to invest in themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That was gonna be my next question. Like, how do you pick and choose who to work with and who not to work with?
Yeah, when you're willing to put in time, it ain't even about money, it's time also. You know, and nothing is for free. I tell people, it took me 16 years to build what I'm doing now. I started in 2010, and I didn't really start seeing the success that I have until maybe in the last 6 years. Yeah. And I've been doing this 16 years. So it took me 10 years to build my name before I started making, you know, the money I make now. And nobody gave me nothing. Yeah. So nothing is for free. So I hate when artists call me, hey man, you need to do that. I don't owe nobody nothing.
You don't have to do nothing.
Like nothing was given to me. I had to work for everything that I got now. You feel me?
Absolutely. So look, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. We got VA in the building. We're going to get a little bit more into his business in a second, but we're going to take a quick break. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe while y'all on this break. And we'll be right back. It's your girl, Karen Michelle. Let's get carried away.
Take me through that, take me through that. Where you going, twin? Take me through that, take me through that. Where you going then? Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that.
Take her through that, bust her down just like the watch. On Tuesday, then get her right up spot. Gotta go. She the bunny them, they ain't even having a lie. She don't know what she doing, this just giving it out. What the hell? Girls that wham in a circle, even if a little make it jump like a hurdle. Girls that wham in a circle, even if a little make it jump like a hurdle. Girls that wham in a circle, even if a little make it jump like a hurdle. Even if a small, still 30.
Take me through that, take me through that.
Where she going?
Take me through that, take me through that.
Go through that.
Take me through that, take me through that.
What's going on, y'all? We are back. Carrie Michelle here. Let's Get Carried Away podcast. I still got VA with me.
Well, yeah.
So, what was the biggest culture shock for you with moving from Virginia to Atlanta?
Well, I've always came here since a child.
My dad has been in the same house on the east side since I was 2.
Okay.
And I'm 46, so that lets you know how long he's been there. So every summer as a child, I've been coming out here.
Okay.
And then I moved out here when I was 17. And I moved back to Virginia when I was 22. My little brother, he got killed when I was 22. And then I came back in '08. So it's like most of my life, even though I'm from Virginia, more of my life has been in Atlanta than Virginia, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then none of this is new to you.
Nah, definitely.
So you've seen all the waves of artists, all the different waves of music.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
So you're really familiar. You're really from here.
Yeah, I caught the Freakniks 96, I think 96, 97, 98, the last 3, all the whole masterpiece. Yeah, I'm 46. So I mean, I'm a lot of people mom's age. Yeah, definitely. I was 17, 18 out there at that time. So.
Oh yeah, you was having a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So if somebody was in Virginia and was watching this and wanted to get away from Virginia, but didn't feel like they knew how to, what would a piece of advice be?
There's no formula. You just got to get up and go.
Yeah.
I tell people that when you sit and wait till the perfect time, I hear so many people say, I got to get my money right. I got to get this right. Sometimes you just got to get up and do it.
Yeah.
It's never going to be that right moment or time when you feel like you need to go. When it's time, your time to go, you just got to get up and do it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. There's no formula with this.
Yeah, that's literally what I did. I set a date the year before I got here, and I said on this day next year I'm gonna be in Atlanta, and I picked up and got the hell on.
You just gotta get the hell on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So with you working with a lot of different artists, amazing artists, by the way, doing your damn thing, these artists is making some money because of this band right now on tour.
Definitely.
You feel like touring is a lost art?
Nah, gotta tour. I mean, that's just a part of it. That's something that comes with the game. You gotta tour. Even if it's a promotional tour, you gotta get out there and tour. I tell independent artists that put together a promo tour. Go on the road with some headliners or put your own tour together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. But touring is a part of the business. And then once you start making the money, you're going to want to stay on tour because that's where the money coming in at, you know?
Because everybody thinks it's coming from the sales, but the money is coming from tours.
The money coming from tours. Yeah. Tours, features, appearances, that's where the real money come in at. Yeah.
So what's been the craziest experience that you have had while being on tour?
On tour?
Yeah.
I can't get explicit like that, man. Just off the top of my head, I mean, I
feel like it's a lot of stories.
It's too many stories. It's too many stories. I'll say, it's 2 artists that I dealt with. One of them I currently deal with now, and they were kind of beefing with each other at the time. And I was told not to bring this particular artist to this venue, and I wish I would have listened because I almost learned the hard way. But yeah, it got real crazy that night.
Crazy.
It got real crazy that night. Got caught up in a crazy shootout, and from then on, I learned my lesson on getting the warning signs and not playing into that. Everything, all money is not good money. So when somebody say, "Hey, this artist isn't welcome in this city," or you got to take heed a lot of times for that because it could cost you or somebody that you know their life, and it almost did that night. I was just chasing the money and was warned not to bring this particular artist to the city, and it went really bad, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was probably the craziest thing that I've seen on this tour because I knew it was gonna happen and they told me it was gonna happen and it actually happened.
You did it anyway.
Yeah, and I did it anyway. Yeah.
So do people often get you mixed up with like being an artist's personal manager versus a booking manager?
No, people get me mixed up with being a promoter, and I have to tell them I'm not a promoter because I post all my shows that I'm gonna be at. So if you go on,
that's what you're supposed.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That's what you're supposed to do.
Everybody think that I'm a promoter, and I'm not. I tell them it's the difference. The promoters pay me.
Right.
I get paid regardless. I get paid when the artists get their front end. I get my front end also.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm not a promoter. I'm a booking agent. I bring artists for the promoters. I'm the liaison between the promoter and artists. I'm the guy in the middle. that glues everything together. But
Yeah.
that's kind of the stereotype that I get, only because they see me posting flyers or see me posting pictures of artists. And I say that's just every time I post a picture of an artist, like say a YK Niece or a Big Boogie or whoever I'm working, Boston Richard, when I post a picture of them, I have 10 promoters call me the next day. Hey, how much is it to bring them to this venue? So it's promotion for my booking agency. That's why I post the flyers in the venue, the artists.
So who's on your roster right now?
Everybody. It's no particular person. I tell people, they be like, man, send me a list. I don't have a list. Anybody you can think of, I can tell you they price and rider off the top of my head. So it's like I freestyle and freelance with everybody. I might book an R&B artist this week. Next week I might be doing gospel. 2 weeks later I'm doing hip hop, and then tomorrow I'm doing some comedy.
Yeah.
So it's no particular person that I work with. Whoever's hot and whoever my phone is ringing for, that's who I'm a book.
That's who I'm a book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you put together your own tour? I think that would be fun.
I mean, I have. I mean, you might as well say with YK, I just did 42 dates.
Yeah.
And like she did, I think 15 dates with Lucci. That's cool, no disrespect, but I just did 42 by myself straight.
Yeah.
No company help or anything. 42 dates I put together. You know what I'm saying? So that was the last run that I just did. And, it got to just be the right timing, right artist, right timing, to put it together. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to come to you and be like, VA, how do I put together my own tour?
There's no formula to it. Once again, I just did it, and
I'm trying to tell people, but it's nice to hear somebody else say it.
I subconsciously do this stuff.
Yeah.
So every day I'm just working, and then it builds up into a tour.
Yeah.
When you constantly booking dates, sending deposits, and then when you put it all together, hey, you look, now you got 25, 30 dates. Let's call it a tour.
Yeah.
It's not that we're saying we're doing the tours. I'm booking so many dates, and then when we put it all together, it's a damn tour. Anything over 10 dates is considered a tour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you feel like there's a certain budget that an artist, say an upcoming artist, needs to have to put together said tour?
It just depends on how big they want to go.
Yeah.
If you want to do some showcases, that's different. If you want to open up for some headliners, you want to do some arena shows, or if you want to do just shows yourself, it's just tiers to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So with you being booking managers for a lot of people, you've had to work with a lot of teams and their teams. How difficult is that? Is it difficult to work with people's team? Would you prefer to just deal directly with the artist or with the team as well?
You want to deal with the team. The artist has to have a good manager.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, because it's difficult. If you didn't grow up with the artist or hung in the hood with the artist, it's hard to go directly to that artist and work with them. So you gotta have that person to bridge you and the artist together. You see what I'm saying? And they have to have a good manager, good road manager to make this thing work. You feel me? So I don't particularly like to deal directly with the artist, because if anything happened, you can give an artist a front end. They might not show up. Now you got to look for the artist, versus management is kind of like the insurance plan. Now I got somebody I can kind of go to make sure that this stuff gets done. Absolutely. You feel me? Because depending on the artist to do videos and show up on their own, it's a lot. They smoking so much, drinking, they not remembering their schedules half the time. So you need that person to be on them to make sure that they show up and do what they supposed to do. Absolutely. So I prefer to deal with a team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, look, we're dropping a lot of gems right now. VA is putting y'all on game. Put together your own damn tour. Yeah. That's number one.
Definitely.
Get a good manager, number two.
Yeah.
And number three, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. She going to carry the show. We still got VA in here. Yeah. And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl America and Michelle. We are back. I still got VA with me.
Hey, we here.
So we've talked Virginia, we've talked tours, we've talked teams, and we're gonna get into a little mess. VA, we get a little messy on
Okay,
here.
let's go.
So we're just gonna get into the mess. What's an artist that you have worked with that has been the most difficult to work with and the least difficult to work with?
Why are you gonna throw me out there under the bus?
Okay, don't say the name. What? How can I do it so you don't say the name? What made this particular artist hard to work with? You don't have to say who the artist is. Just the situation that made it difficult to work with them.
I'm gonna say what made it difficult to work with them.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah.
That plays a big part when you're working with artists. They have to have a sober mind. And I tell any artist that a lot of people be like, hey man, manage me. But I got out the management thing because when you're dealing with artists, you're dealing with a lot of personal problems.
Yeah.
You're dealing with drugs, baby mamas, baby daddy problems.
Absolutely.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff that makes it difficult. And it's a nail biter every time you're hoping that they're gonna show up to the show on time and with a clean head.
Absolutely.
So I say drugs plays a big part when working with artists. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say the best artists I've dealt with, I gotta salute my man Boston Richie. He's probably one of the most fun, cool, smooth guys that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a problem with him. He do my drops when I need him to. He's always on time. He got a good spirit, a good vibe, and he just compliment what I do.
Yeah.
Him, his team, Quarter Boy, got one of the best managers also. So I gotta salute my guy Boston Richie. He's by far probably one of the least problematic artists that I've dealt with.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that. I can see that.
Definitely.
He gives off that he gives good energy.
Yeah, he got great
sense.
energy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
So we've talked about the best artists to work with, the least favorite artists to work with. But you did touch on something that I did want to talk about that I don't think a lot of artists or even booking managers or teams that are traveling with these artists that don't really think about, which is maintaining your health, being healthy, being able to be productive. So how do you maintain being healthy, encouraging your artists that you work with to be healthy? Like how do you go about doing that?
First off, you gotta drink a lot of water.
Water, yes.
I say that. Less Don Repo, 1942, and more water and juice and smoothies. That's important. And then I don't eat fried foods at all. Everybody who know I don't eat pork, beef, or fried food. So my eating habit, kind of keep me going. And I don't drink liquor. I drink champagne. If I do drink, it'll be rosé. I stopped the liquor a long time ago. I mean, I've had 1,000 nights with 1,000 bottles, and after a while it'll take a toll on you. You feel me?
It's repetitive.
Yeah, definitely. So the pills, I went through that whole phase of the Molly, the ecstasy, and never did prescription pills before ever. A lot of champ, a lot of liquor, smoking a lot of weed. So you definitely got to do stuff in moderation if you want to make it out here. Because I mean, being on that road every day, you gotta stay in shape to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Get up, be on time, be functional, all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So that plays a part. Health is wealth. You feel me? And I learned that it don't matter how much money you got. I've made good money and feel like I'm out to be up out of here and can't even enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't know if you're coming or going. You know what I'm saying? So health is definitely important when you're touring. You feel me? Yeah.
So, VA, recently, what was it recently? It wasn't that long ago. A couple months ago, I opened up Instagram and you was on Instagram cursing the motherfucker out. What was that about? And do you have to deal with that a lot? Like people trying to slander or make up stories about artists that you work with and you have to clear it up? Because I don't think I've ever seen you really get online and have to clear some shit up like that the way you did.
I never, and I hated the feeling because I had to look at all the comments, which everybody was, kind of siding with me, thank God. You feel me? Because I do good business, you know what I'm saying? But I hate to feel like that. I don't like to put my business out on Front Street like that, and I never thought that I would have had to do that, and I kind of was regretting it after I did it, but everybody was like, nah, you need to set the record straight. But I wasn't trying to slander anybody. I was just getting calls because it was a certain person saying that Young LA was this and Young LA was that, and I people was thinking it was me saying it because my name is in his bio as his manager. So that was the reason I set the record straight.
Yeah.
I didn't care to get the accolades about me putting tours together. Everybody know who he was working with. You feel me? So I ain't gonna go into that. I was just trying to set the record straight that I wasn't the one that was going viral for saying he blew $400,000 on drugs and so I just wanted to clear myself with that. That's why I did it. You feel me? And I think about it now. Should I have done it? But it is what it is now.
I mean, it's your name, so I mean, I could get why you did that.
Yeah.
I was on your side.
Yeah.
Definitely on your side. Do you feel like that people kind of like target LA for clout?
Possibly, especially when the man's down and out.
Exactly.
It's easy to target a person when they down and out. And then he couldn't take up for himself because unfortunately he was locked up.
Yeah, he was locked up at the
You
time.
feel me? So, I thought it was just a coincidence that story would come out while he's locked up. You feel me? And he can't speak for himself. And then when he came home, we were gonna address it, but then I'm like, man, we spoke to another person, a PR person, and she was like, just let it go. You feel me? Because it could be bad for business. When you got a lot of drama and negativity out there, people look at that, and promoters don't want to, book negativity.
Like
you feel me?
They're like expecting that out of him somewhat.
Yeah.
The outside, of course, looking in, like just because that's the only thing that they highlight about him is the salacious negative stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, not feeding into it, I could see why she would say
I
that.
said let's not feed into it. Let's just come out, do shows, and kill them with shows and keep posting your music. New music coming out. We don't need no negativity this year. You feel me?
Back to business.
Back to business.
Back to business.
Yes.
So, have you ever thought about starting a label?
I have. And it's a few artists that I definitely would like to sign. If I started a label, it's a lot with starting a label, and the booking has been great. I'm going with where the money at.
Yeah.
The money and the booking. You feel me? And this helped take care of my family. I just did a big retirement party for my mom in Virginia.
Nice.
Over the weekend. I just sent her to St. Lucia for her birthday last month. I take care of my son. I brought him 2 cars. I mean, I do all this off the booking. So I'm just going where what's feeding and what's lucrative for me. I would like to get a label going, but it got to be the right time for me. You feel me? It's nothing that I'm just going to chase it. That might have to fall in my lap too, just like this booking.
I was going to say, everything else just falls in place. So if it's meant for you, it's going to come to you.
Man, I tell people, I freestyled my whole career. I never planned to be a booking agent. Like I say, I met Clay on a fumble with me during a party, and then I started working with artists, and then Big Country came, salute my guy. He made me his road manager. And then after that, I started going on the road with him. Then I met Young LA, went on the road with him. And then I started working with artists started managing Young Ralph, Charlie Boy Gang. And me going on the road with all these artists, I met so many promoters, and they would be like, hey man, can you book this other person, that other person?
Because they need that.
And I would tell them, and I don't even know these people. And I go home and research the person, find a manager, and do the deal. And this booking thing just transpired into what it is now. I never tried to do what I'm doing, so I freestyled this whole thing that I'm doing now. You feel me?
I feel like, like we always have in mind like something that we want to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes what we want to do isn't what we're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
So you got to just
go with the flow. I tell people that what's meant for you is going to happen.
Yep.
You can't force it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And obviously this booking thing was meant for me because I'm good at what I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's working. And it pay the bills. And when it pay the bills, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Especially right
For
now.
sure.
Especially right now. And a lot of people don't even understand it. Like, this is a one-stop shop, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
this man only. Like, not a whole team or whatever. And you're definitely killing it just doing it on your own.
I get so many people that DM me, hey, is your department taking applications for this and that? They don't know. I'm by myself in the house,
department is me.
in my office, in my boxes, booking shows. I might be laying in the bed typing
Exactly.
up contract. I type up the contract. I'm doing the travel, hotel rooms. I got a driver, and I make sure the artists get there. I do this everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My thing is, I mean, I'm a person that likes to do stuff by myself too. Like,
Yeah.
especially bookings or whatever. Like, I'm not really a big team person.
Yeah.
Per se. But doing it by myself, because I know if something went wrong, it's on me. It's not because it's somebody else.
You gotta
know
be
what I mean?
hands on. I like to be
I like
hands
to
on.
be
Yeah.
that person involved in the situation.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
So, if you had a piece of advice for an up and coming booking agent, something that they should do and something that they should not do, what would it be?
Keep your face card clean.
Yes.
That's very important. Stay consistent, one, because there was 1,000 nights that I didn't feel like doing what I'm doing now, and I didn't see the money coming. But when you stay consistent, it pays off. You feel me? One person gonna tell two people gonna tell three people. Next thing you know, you got 30 or 40 promoters booking from you. So stay consistent, do good business, and keep your face card clean. That's what's important in this booking business.
Period.
Yeah,
VA, I appreciate you coming through.
definitely.
Appreciate you. So what? I know you got a tour coming up. What tour's coming up?
I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. You'll see. Just look at my page at VA Book and follow me, and you'll see everything that's coming up shortly.
Period.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming, bro.
Thank you for having me.
For sure. So y'all, it's been another episode of the plug. Look, I'm still on the other show. So look, it's been another episode of Let's Get Carried Away podcast. If you guys want to follow me at CarryQTENT. That's with a C, not a K. Follow us on Instagram at justcarriedaway.pod. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to take us with you because you got to drive around, you want to listen to us in the car each and every Sunday. New episodes drop at 6 p.m. on Spotify and iHeart. So follow us on there too. So until next time, it's your girl Carrie Michelle, VA Booking.
Hey, we out.
And let's get carried away.
My name is Carrie, I'm so very